Okay, so today we're going to discuss about the strategic human resource management, concept models, and public sector applications. Strategic human resource management focuses on aligning HR policies and practices with organizational strategy to achieve long-term objectives. In the public sector, strategic HRM ensures that human capital support agency mandates, government reforms agendas, and national development goals. Several HRM models guide strategic alignment, including the best fit model, the resource-based view, and high-performance work systems. While these models originated in the private sector, they can be adapted to public organizations by considering legal constraints, standardized compensation system, and accountability requirements. And this topic is particularly relevant for public administrators because it demonstrates how human resource strategy can proactively support institutional reform, performance improvement, and organizational resilience. At this point, I invite our presenter to discuss the major strategic human resource management concept and models and to provide concrete example of how these are applied within public sector organization. Please proceed, sir.
Hello, good morning, everyone. I will be presenting about strategic human resource, concept models, and public sector application. In this topic po, we will know why strategic human resource is important po, especially po sa atin sa public sector po. And I will also discuss po yung steps po kung how to create strategic human resource plan. First po, i-define po muna natin yung strategic human resource management. Strategic human resource management, it is a process that helps the human resources department maximize potential of its workforce through strategic planning, talent management, leadership development, organizational design, and performance management. It is also concerned with how employees can help achieve its overall goals. So for example po, ayun po, para ma-achieve po yung sabihin natin, yung mission and vision ng office natin, kailangan po ng coordination with the employees po para matupad natin kung ano ba yung mission and vision ng ating agency. Especially po sa atin sa public sector, kailangan natin mag-provide ng public service para sa mga tao. So in public sector, SHRM aligns with the government goals like efficient service delivery, public trust, and accountability, moving beyond routine tasks to a proactive people strategy that builds a skilled, motivated, and ethical workforce, even amidst challenges like budget limits and rigid rules. So yung SHRM po sa public sector po, pwede po natin siyang gamitin para ma-align natin yung objectives or yung mission and vision natin para ma-provide yung public service delivery natin. Para maiwasan kung ano man yung mga challenges na na-encounter natin, particularly sa service na involve yung public po. So bakit nga po ba important yung SHRM po? SHRM may assist organizations achieve their objectives. This includes improving employee performance, developing the workforce, creating a good work environment and increasing productivity. To improve employee performance and productivity. So para ma-achieve po yung goals po ng ating office po, so magagawa ng system on i-monitor yung performance ng employee and mag yung kung paano gagawa ng improvements para sa kanila. Parang sa atin po through IPCR, OPCR, no, makikita natin yung performance natin. Develop the workforce, identify the employees' development needs, and providing training and resources to help them improve. So dito po sa atin, no, we have IDP, no. So yung where the HR can pick the right employees as participants for a specific training or seminar. So ito kailangan talaga ibibigay dito yung pangailangan natin sa mga empleyado natin para in terms of their growth for promotion din. Kasi kailangan din to for retention. Create a positive work environment. So making a healthy relationship with your employees, no? So these are the steps in creating strategic human resource plan. So first is you define the goals. So ano po ba yung long-term goals natin? And ano ba yung strength and magiging weaknesses? Next two is to forecast future needs. So ilan po, eto, for example lang po kung gaano karaming empleyado ang na may ganong skills ang kailangan para ma-achieve yung goal na yun. Third is to determine the resources needed to achieve your goals. So, ano po bang resources yung kailangan natin? Pwede siyang financial, human, or physical. Fourth is to execute and monitor your plan. Lastly, evaluate performance. So, ayun, i-execute po yung plan. Syempre, i-observe natin, no? So, after natin mag-observe, um, check natin kung ano po yung magiging outcome nung ginawa nating plan na yun. So, kung halimbawa, may kailangan ng changes kasi di siya ganun ka-successful, pwede pa naman tayong mag-adjust para para lang matupad yung para maging successful yung ginawa nating plan. So my next topic po is aligning HR strategy with organizational and governmental priorities. Strategic planning is needed in identifying and formulating the objective of the organization before establishing the requisite goals that are essential for their attainment. The human resource function plays a significant role in and has impact on the operation and implementation. It also exhibits an intersection with and exerts an influence on the various other functions in the subsequent domains. like talent acquisition, performance management, employee retention and engagement, employment law compliance, compensation and benefits, safety and security. So alignment refers to the process of establishing a relationship between strategy and execution by means of effective communication. In order to align strategy, it is necessary for the human resource department to understand the strategy, assess current conditions, plan and implement the HR strategy, measure and evaluate result, and adjust as needed. So dito po para matupad yung gagawin nating plan, um, kailangan natin talaga po ng effective communication para matupad po yung gagawing plan. So, itong communication na to, pwedeng through heads po ng units or division, no? Kasi hindi nga naman po natin ma-accommodate lahat ng ano. Hindi naman natin kaya kausapin lahat ng empleyado. So, yun para lang, so ito kailangan, this is to align the plan for the execution no, nung gagawin nating plan. So these are the organizational and governmental priorities that we need to consider in aligning human resource strategy, especially po sa atin sa public sector. Efficiency and productivity, quality public service delivery, good governance, transparency and accountability, workforce sustainability, public service reform, digitalization and innovation. Why should HR, why should human resource should get involved with setting corporate strategy? Kagaya nga po na sinabi ni Sir kanina, pwede naman po nating i-apply yung business strategy sa atin dito sa public sector, no? Kasi nga po, halimbawa ngayon, sa generation natin ngayon, mabilis po yung transition, especially sa ano, yung sa pagdating sa technology, tapos syempre sa ano, sa generation po, iba po yung personality, yung culture yung pinaniniwalaan po nung halimbawa mga Gen Z, ganun. So there are several compelling justifications for the criticality of human resource aligning with business strategy. First is to achieving goals become more feasible when there is widespread consensus and coordination among teams, resulting in synchronized progression throughout the organization. So importante po talaga na magkaroon ng coordination sa HR sa mga employees niya para ma-align nga po yung goals or yung vision and mission ng agency. By aligning the overarching plan, the human resource function is able to adopt a strategic perspective, hence facilitating the prioritization of organizational objectives. Acquiring the appropriate talent, acquisition of a skilled individual is advantageous. Gaining a comprehensive comprehension of the strategic objectives, the organization will facilitate the HR department in effectively attracting and retaining suitable personnel within the appropriate timeline. So that's all po. Thank you for listening.
Okay, so the presenter clarified that strategic human resource in government is about aligning rather than imitation of private sector practices. Public agencies must adapt HR strategies to their unique mandates and regulatory environments. One key takeaway was the application of the best fit model in public organization. HR practices must align with agency missions such as regulatory enforcement, service delivery, or policy formulation. The resource-based view was discussed as a framework for developing specialized competencies in public institutions. Let's say, for example, building analytical capacity among government planners, enhances evidence-based policy making. So strategic human resource management also supports organizational resilience by preparing agencies for leadership transition. Succession planning ensures continuity despite changes in political leadership or senior management. This topic also highlighted public sector examples such as competency-based training programs in revenue agencies to improve collection efficiencies and compliance. Another important point was the role of strategic human resource management in managing change. HR strategies support digital transformation initiative by developing IT skills and change management competencies. It acknowledged constraints such as rigid pay structures, but emphasized alternative motivators such as career development, recognition, and meaningful public service. So in summary, strategic human resource management enables public institutions to manage their workforce systematically and ethically while aligning people management with long-term governance objective.